Hi, I'm Charlene Xiaotong. I am a fourth year bridging Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering student.
Hello everyone, my name is Jovi and I'm also a fourth year software engineering student.
Hello everyone, I'm Aria Sako, a part-time instructor at Central Philippine University Department of Software Engineering.
Hi everyone, I'm Pia Bonilla, a part-time instructor as well in Software Engineering Department.
What are your concerns you have or had as a graduating student? So for me, basically, everyone has this dilemma. My concern before was actually the lack of skill. I was not that confident that I am actually equipped to compete with the outside world. The outside world is another animal that you need to kill. Actually, I created a talk about this one, how to survive in the tech industry as a newbie, because I know that these questions are very common with the graduating students as well as people who are just starting. So aside from skills, there are also questions like when I got my internship or my first job, and am I overdressed? Am I underdressed? You need to bear in mind that people or everyone is actually having those dilemma in their mind. So I think those are just my concerns. Okay. How about you, Cha? 2
Hi,
years
ma'am.
now.
Yeah. well, I am not yet a graduating student because I technically I am a fourth year student taking up third year subjects because I took a bridging program in CPU. But to answer that question, actually I was surprised sa answer niyo, ma'am, that you feel like you are not equipped because I really think I am not, my skills are not enough considering that I am in an online learning setup right now. And as I've experienced face to face classes before, it's really different. I was able to ask questions directly to my classmates. Unlike now, I'm shy asking them. Probably my concern would be being a product of online learning. Yeah.
Okay, I actually agree with Ma'am Ariesa like 100%. When I was also a fifth year student, a graduating student, I was very worried if I would be able to like land a job as a software engineer because I thought that if you are a graduate of software engineer, you would work like a developer. And I am not confident with my programming skills. So, and then thankfully, I had my OJT, and in the company that I had my OJT, they give me responsibilities like attending client meetings, gathering requirements, and doing some quality assurance stuff. And this is where I got the idea that I can be in the software industry and follow that kind of path. Like, so when I had my first job searching, I searched for entry level business analyst, entry level project manager, or entry level quality assurance. I did not like look for entry level developer because I am not like confident with my programming skills. So, how about you, Yofi?
I think this question is more relatable to me now since I'm one sem away from the graduation. So I think yes, so I think the concern that I really have right now, what is the career path that I will take? Since the software engineering path in general is has so many branches. You can take full stack development, you can set front end, you can also apply for a front end, for a back end, you can also do UI and UX design, and just like what Ma'am Pia has also said, you can be a business analyst, you can be a quality assurance or quality testing. There are so many career paths that you can take actually. However, the concern is, do I have those skills in this specific career paths? Do I really have what it takes, or probably am I hireable? And all those things and insecurities are bugging in my mind that really made me uh, be concerned of my future. Okay, now that we have also tackled about the concerns that we have, there are also fears that I know we are all experience. So the next question, what are the fears that we have about life after graduation or in the workplace? So let me start answering this. As a graduating student, well, I think the only fear that I have is the fear of disappointment, or the fear of disappointing the people who have expectations of me. Though I'm slowly learning how not to be carried away with these expectations, um, I believe na I'll be able to walk on my own pace. So how about you, Ma'am Pia? What are your fears when you were a graduating student before?
Um, for me, maybe fear of being alone. Fear of being alone, that I will not be with my classmates anymore, or the team that I used to work with for the past 5 years of my college life. Fear of that, if I don't know something, I don't know who will I ask in my workplace, or will they judge me because I asked a dumb question, because I know my classmates will not, and they are used to me asking like random questions. Yeah, maybe fear of changes, and yeah, fear of unknown of what's next. How about you, Mama Riasa?
I agree with you, Ma'am Pia. I actually fear that one way back then. No? If I ask stupid questions, will they think I'm weak, or they think I'm stupid? So those are the questions before. No? Later on, you realize that everyone entered the tech industry equally. So it's more on yourself na lang on how would you be able to cope things up. No, if you have
Yeah.
that perseverance, etc. When you're in the tech industry kasi, like just like what Ma'am Pia told you, that there are a lot of tracks. You could be a dev, a QA, a product manager, a project manager, a DevOps, etc. So you don't expect na when you go into a certain role or career path, you're 100% equipped. You always start from the bottom. Okay? As for me, I've tried being a dev, a QA, a product manager. So, parang soul searching for me na.
Yeah.
And it's actually normal to choose some career paths. No? Minsan you feel so nauumay ka din. So you think na I think I'm better in this field, so let's try it. Parang ganon. So, yun. How about you, Cha?
Actually, to be honest, I really have a lot of fears considering that I see myself not the smartest student in the class. So I keep asking, is there a job waiting for me after? But I'm in third year now. I have survived the obstacles. And I've learned that, yeah, as you've said, there are different careers waiting when you graduated as a software engineering student. And I'm just excited to know and to answer my question, is there really a job waiting for me? Because I've learned to love software engineering, especially knowing the different careers that I think I'm interested with, like the you can be a UI UX this developer, or be a project manager, scrum master, like that. Yeah. Do you feel pressured to succeed as a woman in tech? To answer that question, I don't think being a woman is a hindrance anymore to succeed in the field of technology. It's 2022. Many women already proved themselves that they can compete with men. I see Ma'am Pia, Ma'am ko, Nox, two successful women. Two successful men. So yeah, um, I don't think I'm pressured to be successful. Charot. How
Wow.
about
Man.
okay? So next, how about you, Chofi?
I think just like what you have mentioned, this is already the year 2022. And I think it is one thing that I really appreciate is that we are slowly acknowledging that women are not babae lang, but they are women. Women na mga babae that can be a catalyst of change, who can make an impact in this world, in this patriarchal society, in this men dominant field of
Dominated.
work. Yes, exactly. So I believe that the pressure will always there, the discrimination will always there, the prejudice will always there. But with what I have mentioned a while ago, even though we are women, we can still succeed in this field of work. Yeah. So I want to also hear from the amazing women over here in this field, ma'am.
For me, being a women in tech is not actually something new to us, as you guys mentioned. It's already 2022. But as a person, yes, I feel pressure. Basically, in the culture siguro that I grew up, um, it's a normal feeling, no? You want to go in the tech field, or like for example, you're studying, you feel pressured to pass the subject, right? So those are just normal feelings that people feel. No, not just in the tech field, but also in the other aspects. So, but always remember, if you dedicate things and do your best, okay, so everything will turn out well. But and to add up, no, women in tech is actually making a scene, or let's say a support groups are there. There's a Google support group who actually uplift women to do public speaking. You could see there a lot of women who are already in senior level or managerial levels, etc., in big companies. If you feel pressured as a woman in tech, you could actually join those support groups. It will actually help you moving forward. How about you, Ma'am Pia?
Um, okay, for me, I don't feel any pressure as a woman in our field, in the field of technology, because I think like graduating in the software engineering course that is dominated by boys or like men helped me to easily adjust in a workplace with lots of men as well. And I think my classmates taught me a lot on how to deal with boys' minds, like how the boys' minds work. So I don't feel any pressure or like any competition when I am surrounded with men, with boys. How do you cope with the uncertainties in your careers or school life or etc.? For me, when I am in doubt if I am doing the right thing or I am in the right path, I don't resist. I don't overthink. Like, we're living in a world that is like full of challenges, and these challenges will help us to grow in our personal life or in our professional life. So whatever I do or wherever I am, I look at it as an investment for myself, because experiences is really a good teacher.
Well, I agree with Ma'am Pia. Life is uncertain. Okay, so we don't know what's the future. Even I myself, I didn't know that I'll be bumping into the companies that I've been through. Okay, so it has its own surprises, and when you feel uncertain, in the things you do, so always remember that you can pause and reassess yourself if you're in the right path, or is it just because you're stressed. Minsan, yun kasi, you feel that you're doubting because you're just stressed. When you feel this way, take some time to rethink, and always remember that it's okay to change paths. No? I've seen and I've heard a lot of women in tech pa din that actually change path, and one of them I've known and met in a talk last 2020 was a nurse from Dubai, and now she's a UI/UX designer from in Microsoft in in the States.
Wow.
So it's a career shift, a big career shift. She found out that her love is actually with UI UX. So life is just full of surprises that we need to conquer. So I think that's all on my end. How about you, Trophy?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for that, for what you have shared. One thought that came into my mind: in this life, there's no such thing as constant. Really and truly, it really depends on the season that we are in, on our purpose, and at the same time, our heart to do something. It really changes every single time. And for me, on how I can cope with these uncertainties, syempre, I usually affirming myself, with the thought that it's okay that you haven't figured out everything yet. Kasi sometimes we are pressuring ourselves na hala, I'm already 20, I'm already in my 20s, or I'm even in my 30s, and I don't know where my life is leading to. We're pressuring ourselves with that thought. Why? Because we are also looking at others people's life, and we tend to compare our lives with their lives. So and our tendency, oh, what's happening with my life right now? So, diba? So I think the only the only thing that we can really cope is that affirm ourselves. It's okay. It's okay. Let's walk in our own pace. And at the same time, I'm just like, I think you have mentioned also a while ago, we really need support systems. We need our
Mhm.
family, our friends, our loved ones to support us, to encourage us, support in a way that whatever decisions that we have in our lives, maybe we rest for a while, or we hustle, or anything under the sun, he would support us. And I think it's really important. And at the same time, I know, encouraging ourselves. Let us cross the bridge when we get there. Let's do our best. Where we are now, and whatever happens, the future will happen in the future. I was reminded with the Bible verse that tomorrow have its own worries. So let's focus on what we have now, what we are currently doing. Let tomorrow worry. Yep. How about you, Chat?
Wow. Thank you, Chofi. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for this question and answer portion. I was really relieved after hearing the experiences of of all women here. So, to answer the question, how do I cope up? I always seek validation from my friends. I always tell them how I feel, and then every time they tell me it's okay, it happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
life happens.
I also do ask some of my classmates who are close to me every time I'm feeling down. And then when they also tell me that yeah, they also feel the same, I'm happy. No, I'm not happy that they are suffering too. It's just that I'm not the only one who's feeling that way. So yeah, and of course I pray. I believe that God, well, it may sound cheesy, but I believe that God put me in this situation, so He will get me through this. So I just believe in Him, and I'm really thankful for surviving. And that's all.
Yes, for the love of SE.
Mukhang may hugot yung surviving nila Parang,
Thank you, Ma'am ko. Thank you, Sir ko.
Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Comment down below, like, and subscribe. Bye!